Please welcome Xolo Maridueña. Xolo Maridueña, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
It's so good to have you here. You are experiencing a trajectory that few people have ever experienced. Obviously, people love you on Cobra Kai. You know, every outlet from E! News all the way through to like every publication online is just like, you are the it guy. I think I read somewhere they said, you are the internet's boyfriend.
The internet's boyfriend, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that one before.
I've never heard it either.
I think my mom maybe wrote that. Maybe she was, I think maybe she was putting in a good word for me.
But you really are having a great run. Congratulations. I mean, Cobra Kai, what is it, season 5 now?
Season 5. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I hope we get to do another one.
It seems like you will.
5 seasons.
It seems like you will. It's a really popular show. I've always wondered this, you know, because the show is so popular. I grew up watching The Karate Kid, right? And then I see this show, and then you're on it, and I'm like, you weren't even alive when The Karate Kid came out.
I was barely alive when the Jaden Smith one came out. I had seen it though. I mean, it's pivotal.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like everyone has seen it, right? It definitely is something that only until the show had released did I realize was so close to so many people's hearts.
It's like it's part of the law. It's part of, you know, it went around the world.
It's
American
like
culture.
they got their own Marvel Cinematic Universe. They're bringing people from the past.
It does feel like that.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about the show itself.
Yes.
You know, you're learning martial arts and everything. You're learning your karate. Do you actually learn? Because I like how people get to learn the stuff on the shows they're doing. Can you fight?
I can fight, yes. I don't know if I can fight well. I think if I were to be in a fight in real life, I'd be like, can you throw it with the other hand? I'd only know how to block it
I've practiced
on this
it
side.
way.
Yes, yeah.
If there was a camera, I'd beat you up right now.
Exactly,
It's that type of vibe.
exactly.
Yes.
But I was very fortunate that the character didn't know karate either at the beginning. So I was able to play it along. Like I remember being in the chemistry read and faking that I couldn't do a push-up, and they were like, this guy's hilarious. This guy's our guy. And I was like, what? His timing is crazy.
But now you've gotten better, I'm assuming.
But now I can do a push-up, yes.
You know, the show is beloved. You are also somebody who people are getting to know. You've had a really interesting journey. I mean, you started acting at the age of 10, I believe.
10, yeah.
Like, how are you normal? No one else is, honestly. I feel like a lot of child stars aren't well adjusted, and as they grow up, they become like. And I understand what happens to them. I'm not even blaming them.
No.
But you seem normal. You know, I met your mom. She's great, and you just like having.
She's like you also. Yeah, she's normal as well. I went to public school most of my life. I even in high school, I kept along with the curriculum. I was in a regular high school. And my core group of friends are the friends that I've had for the longest time. I think
that's the secret.
And I was also really blessed that Cobra Kai blew up over the pandemic. So I wasn't out and about. There wasn't walking around with, you know, the Stranger Things kids like, oh, don't take pictures. I was at home like, oh man, going to Trader Joe's with my mask on like, guys,
do you
nobody?
know who's under here?
Yeah.
Oh. It's been so cool to see your rise, because I mean, obviously Cobra Kai is great, but now, I mean, to be a superhero, this is almost everyone's dream. You know, DC tapped you as the Blue Beetle, which is historic, and what's also impressive is that they didn't ask you to audition for the role.
No, I was very fortunate. I had met the director Angel Manuel Soto, who's you know, I give him credit for all of this because he really believed in me. And I had met him at Sundance a few years prior to the movie, and I guess I left somewhat of an impression, and he had watched the show, and he was like, I think this is perfect. And obviously we'd had conversations. It wasn't like, I got a call like, you got it, you're the guy. And I was
that
like,
would be great.
Yes, that would be great.
You are the Blue Beetle.
I'm like, what? Okay. A package gets sent with the scarab. No. But we had conversations about it, and I think we were really on the same page with what the movie meant. You know, not only to myself and him, but to the greater community, the greater you know, brown community, Latino community, and we were on the same page. So we're like, let's do it.
It means so much. to community. It also means so much to see somebody as young as you in an industry that for so long was defined in a certain way, redefining what that industry is. I wonder, even beyond how people perceive you, how do you process the world that you're in, with social media, with all these things? Because the previous generation of actors and celebrities didn't have to deal with that. Do you ever find that there's a lot of pressure to be in two worlds? You can't just focus on what you do, you have to focus on how people see you online, or is that just part of your life?
Yes, I think it definitely is something to think about, but also I like to have fun. I definitely am a big proponent of you can't take yourself too seriously. I would love to do Vogue and stuff like that, but also I pull out my butt cheeks all the time. I'm definitely a normal 21-year-old, and my family was super. They are also always you're also a kid. You can be a kid, and that's okay. And obviously, there's a sense of professionalism that comes with being in this industry. But that all kind of came naturally, working around adults all the time. And the first show that I ever worked on for a couple years was the show called Parenthood, and I was around only adults. So it was kind of odd being around Ray Romano or these guys, and I was just we're having regular conversations.
These are my coworkers.
Yeah, these are my coworkers, and then I would go back to school nobody would believe me because nobody as a middle schooler watched Parenthood. They were so they were my mom's cry to you, but I don't know this. So I was with the social media, I've been able to kind of just do me.
I like that. I think that's a great motto for life. Is do what you do, work really hard, but always remember to pull your butt cheeks out.
Always remember to pull your butt cheeks out. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on the show.
Xolo Maridueña, everybody.